Well, in this video, we are going to know how to learn vocabulary easily. And also, we are going to know how to talk about any place. And for this reason, we have followed an image. As we know, visualization helps us to learn fast. And that is why we are going to share an image and we are going to show how can we learn easily. So let us share the screen. Okay. Before going to talk about this image, first I would like to introduce ourselves. That is, I am Shivli Akhtar. And
I am Umme Manna.
okay, fine. So in this image, we can see several objects. So we are now going to know the name of these objects. এই ছবিতে আমরা অনেকগুলো জিনিস দেখতে পাচ্ছি। এখন আমরা জানবো এই জিনিসগুলোর নাম কি। That means in English, we will know what are the names of these objects. So Manna, can you help me? What are the objects we can see here?
Sure, first of all, we can see that a mountain,
Okay.
then a river, some houses,
Houses,
and trees,
trees.
and a path.
Okay. That means you said the
With
words like, okay, you said the words like mountain, river, houses, trees, and paths. So we have learned 5 words from this image. Now we are going to know what are the adjectives we can use to describe these objects. So let us see. Manna, can you tell me what adjectives can we add to describe the mountain?
Okay. We can say that it's a steep mountain.
Okay, steep mountain. That means it's not a slope one. Am I right?
It's Khara, we can say.
Okay. Next, what more can you say about
Uh, it's a gigantic mountain.
that? It's not a small mountain, is it?
Oh, it's really big.
Now, another.
Uh, we can also say that a splendid mountain.
Oh, it's a splendid. That means it's beautiful. Oh, not unimpressive, sure.
Yeah,
So,
you can.
whenever we are going to talk about mountain, we have used some words. So, let's see what are the words we have used. First, we have said there's a gigantic mountain. So, gigantic is a word. Gigantic means অনেক বড়. If we talk about gigantic means it's not small. So, gigantic is a word, small is another word. Small is the opposite word of gigantic. Next, we have talked about that is a steep mountain. Steep means khara, and that means it's not a slope. Slope means dhalu. Eta dhalu? Na. Next, we came to know that the mountain is
Splendid
sandy.
mountain.
Okay, that means it is not unimpressive. So we have learned and we have learned the words like it's a gigantic, steep, then splendid. And opposite words we have learned small and slope, and finally we have learned unimpressive. Okay, now we are going to talk about the river. What adjectives can we add to talk about the river?
Okay. It's full of water.
It's not an empty river, yes, okay.
Yeah. Uh, Depleted of water.
Deplete with water, okay, then.
Then we can. say that we can talk about the color of water also.
Color. Yes. What is the color?
It's a kind of blue, but I'd like to say a shade of blue.
Oh, that's an interesting word. So, normally we say blue, black, white, but this is also another word we can use, which is not quite blue. We can say it's a shade of blue. Fine. Then what next?
Then comes the houses.
Okay, so how were the houses?
Here we can see two type of houses, wooden houses and concrete houses.
Oh, wooden houses and concrete houses. So, which
Hmm.
type of houses do you like most, wooden or concrete?
Oh, it's a little bit complicated question for me.
Oh, okay. Hmm. That means,
But
okay, please.
I love wooden houses
Oh, I see.
because I don't have any scope in my life to live in a wooden houses. I really would like to stay there.
Oh, it's very interesting. Okay, that what are the colors that has been used, that have been used here actually, used.
Here we can see two types of color.
Okay,
Um, the houses are painted with uh, yellow color. You
it's
can see,
yellow. Yes, and
yeah, yellow and brown.
yes, so brown color. Yeah, the houses are painted yellow and brown. Looks beautiful. Okay, then I think the next one is trees. The next object is trees. So how are the trees?
Of course, it's green. The whole area covered with the green trees and a lot of trees.
Lot of trees and plenty of trees.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can also say plenty of trees,
okay,
plethora of.
okay. Fine. So we have learned about the trees. That how can we talk about the trees? Plenty means plenty of trees means prochur. A lot of means prochur. Abundance of means prochur. Okay. So our next object is the path. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
So how can you talk about the path? What are the adjectives you can add here?
I can say that it's a narrow path. What do you think?
Narrow. Okay, narrow path.
Then one side of the path, it's covered with green grass.
Okay. Yes, in one side we see that there is high land, and the land is covered with grasses, and in another side, what can we see? I think it's a lowland. Am I right?
It's a lowland and the
Okay.
path.
Yes. Fine. So we have learned the words, the adjectives which we can use to describe these objects. Now I want to ask you a question. That is, would you please tell me what about the lifestyle of this place, lifestyle of the people of this place who are living here?
Oh, I think I can guess the people living here are passing palmy days with their kith and kin.
Okay. Palmy Day.
Hmm.
Did you mean Palmy Days means happy time?
Yeah, palmy means happy time. Palmy days.
Okay. And kids and kins is it means relatives?
Yes,
Okay.
Kith and kins means relatives.
Okay, next.
I suppose that though they are living near river, they may have they may have faced rainy days off and on.
Rainy days off and on. Rainy days. What does it mean?
Okay, rainy days means not rainy day.
Okay.
It's means bad time.
Oh, I see. Rainy days means bad times. Okay, sad times, bad times. All right. And what about off and on?
Off and on means sometimes.
Oh, that means instead of sometimes we can use off
Can
and
it?
on. Okay, fine. Well, so here we have learned some phrases and some words. Like if we want to talk about something out of our imagination or about which we are not sure about, কোনো বিষয় সম্পর্কে কথা বলতে চাই যে বিষয়টা সম্পর্কে আমরা ঠিক জানি না, গেস করে অনুমান করে বলতে পারি, ধারণা করে বলতে পারি অথবা আমাদের কল্পনা থেকে বলে থাকি, সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা কিছু ওয়ার্ড ব্যবহার করি, লাইক আই থিঙ্ক, আমার মনে হয়, or I guess, that is also আমার মনে হয়, I suppose, or we can say it seems to me, এটা আমার কাছে মনে হয়. So these words are used to talk about one's own opinion or the something that we are not sure about. Just we can guess. And we have also learned some phrases. So what are the phrases? First you have said palmy days. That means happy time, and they were passing palmy days with their kids and kids. So kids and kids is another phrase that means relatives. Okay, next, rainy days. Rainy days means sad time, and off and on. Off and on means sometimes. So these four phrases we have learned here. So this is all about our today's lesson. So in this lesson, we have learned the words what are the names of the objects we can see here, what are the adjectives we can add here to describe the objects, and next we have talked about the antonyms also, so that we can enrich our uh, vocabulary stuff. And finally, we have learned some phrases and some words that we can use to talk about something out of our imagination or that we don't know properly or we are not sure about it. Okay, we are going to end this lesson through with a question. Then my final question is, Manda, can you tell me how is the place?
Oh, it's really spectacular, you can say.
Okay, it's a spectacular place. Okay, then any more adjectives we can add?
And uh, considers
Wonderful place,
wonderful place, yeah, fabulous,
fabulous, amazing place.
breathtaking view,
Okay, breathtaking place and
and it's a pretty.
pretty place, wonderful place. Okay. So the words that we have learned to talk about any beautiful places, the words are splendid, means সুন্দর, খুব সুন্দর, beautiful, pretty, nice, then we can say wonderful, fabulous, spectacular. So all these are words. All these words are used to talk about any beautiful things. Okay. Well, so this is the end of our today's lesson. Before going to end this lesson, I would like to tell you, stay safe, And do you want to say something, Manna?
Oh my God.
Stay fine. Do you want to say stay fine?
Okay, stay fine and pray for us.